It's week 45 of A Year of Wisdom. Let's get to reading. Day 310. Job 6. Job responded and said, "If only my grief could be weighed and my calamity placed on the scales. For it outweighs the sands of the sea, that is why my words have been rash. For the arrows of Shaddai are in me, my spirit drinks in their poison. God's terrors line up against me. Does a wild donkey bray over fresh grass, or an ox bellow over his fodder? Is something bland eaten without salt? Is there taste in the white of an egg? My soul refuses to touch them. They are like sickening food to me. Oh, that my request would be realized, that God would grant my hope, that God would be willing to crush me, to release his hand and cut me off. Then I would still be comforted, even rejoice in spite of unrelenting pain, for I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should hope? What is my end that I should endure? Is my strength the strength of rock? Is my flesh bronze? Is there no help within me? Has not success been banished from me? A despairing person should have the kindness of his friend, even if he forsakes the fear of Shaddai. My brothers have acted deceptively as a seasonal stream, as a torrential stream that overflows, when darkened by thawing ice and obscured by snow. But when they are scorched, they dry up, and in the heat they vanish from their place. Caravans turn aside from their course. They go up into the wasteland and perish. The caravans of Tema looked intently. The travelers of Sheba hoped for them. They were distressed because they had been confident. They came so far and were disappointed. Indeed, now you have become nothing. You see a terror and are afraid. Have I ever said, 'Give to me,' or 'Pay a bribe for me from your wealth,' or 'Save me from the enemy's hand,' or 'Redeem me from a ruthless hand'? Teach me and I will be silent. Explain to me how I have been wrong. Honest words are painful, but what does your arguing prove? Do you intend to correct my words and treat the words of a despairing man as wind? Would you cast lots for an orphan and barter over your friend? Now be so kind as to look at me. I will not lie to your face. Relent, do not be unjust. Reconsider, for my righteousness is in it. Is injustice on my tongue? Can my palate not discern evil? My hair's a mess. Proverbs 6. My son, if you have become a co-signer for your neighbor, if you've shaken hands in pledge with a stranger, if you're trapped by your own words, ensnared by the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and free yourself. Since you fell into your neighbor's hand, go, humble yourself, plead with your neighbor. Allow no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Escape like a gazelle from the hunter's hand, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Go to the ant, you slacker, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Yet it prepares its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, slacker? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, and your poverty comes like a bandit, and your need like an armed man. A scoundrel, a wicked man, is one who goes around with a perverse mouth, winking his eyes, shuffling his feet, pointing with his fingers. Who continually plots evil with deceit in his heart, stirring up strife. Therefore his disaster will come suddenly. In an instant he will be broken with no remedy. 6 things Adonai hates, yes, 7 are abominations to him. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that plots wicked schemes, feet that run to evil, a false witness who spouts lies, and one who stirs up strife among brothers. My son, keep your father's mitzvah, and forsake not your mother's teaching. Bind them on your heart continually. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you lie down, they will watch over you. And when you wake up, they will speak to you. For the mitzvah is a lamp, Torah a light, and corrective discipline the way of life. keeping you from the immoral woman, from a wayward wife's smooth tongue. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyelids. For on account of a prostitute one is reduced to a love of bread. A man's wife preys on your precious life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without burning his clothes? Or can a man walk upon hot coals without scorching his feet? So is he who goes to another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he's starving. Yet if he's caught, he must repay sevenfold, giving up all the wealth of his house. He who commits adultery with a woman lacks sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. He will find disease and disgrace. His shame will never be wiped away. For jealousy enrages a man, and he will show no mercy in the day of revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will not consent, even if your bribe is great. Ecclesiastes 6. There is a misery that I've seen under the sun, and it is heavy upon humanity. God gives a man riches, wealth, and honor, so that he lacks nothing that his heart desires, yet God does not enable him to eat from it. Instead, a foreigner will eat it. This is fruitless and agonizing illness. Even if a man should father 100 children and live many years, however many the days of his years may be, yet his soul is never satisfied with his prosperity, and he does not have a proper burial. Then I say that it is better for the stillborn than him. Even though it comes in futility and departs into darkness, though its name is shrouded in darkness, though it has never seen or experienced the sun, it has more rest than the other. Even if the other man were to live 1,000 years twice and never enjoy good things, do not all go to the same place? All a man's labor is for his mouth, yet his appetite is not satisfied. So what advantage has the wise over the fool? What does the pauper gain by knowing how to walk before the living? Better is what the eyes see than the pursuit of the soul's desires. This too is fleeting and striving after wind. Whatever exists has already been named, and it has been made known what humanity is. But man cannot contend with the one who is mightier than he. When there are many words, futility increases. How does that benefit anyone? For who knows what is good for one during his life, during the few days of his fleeting life, that pass like a shadow? For who can tell a person what happens after him under the sun? And as always, thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there and click the bell if you want notifications, and hit that like button too. And I will see you tomorrow. Maranatha.
You'll carry me out of the storm. I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm lost without a clue. I need a big pink neon sign to show me what to do. I thank you, Lord. It glorifies you when you're the only answer. I praise you, Lord, for holding what's too much for me. And I'm amazed by you, Lord, because nothing's too big and nothing's too small to lay at your feet.